Good morning and welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV here in Frederick, Colorado. Hope everybody is doing well. We're about 30 minutes north of Denver, Colorado. Take the Highway 52 exit, jump on the frontage road, go north a couple miles, and we're right on the right side of the frontage road there. As you can see behind me here, we have a recent arrival. We got a beautiful 2026 Renegade 45 CMR that just showed up. This actually just came in on Friday, and sharp colors on the exterior. When we go inside here in a little bit, you'll get to see the new Essence white cabinets. Something unique to this one, this particular build, it does have the DD16 600 horsepower Detroit engine, and something that the Cascadia cab has been built on over the years is the 12-speed and the 6-speed. This one does have the 6-speed Allison transmission. So for anybody looking for that, we got an available 600 horsepower DD16 with the 6-speed Allison transmission. Along with the Cascadia features, you'll notice like right here, we've got blind spot. So it does have the blind spot capability, so it senses when there's vehicles to the right and left of you. Additionally, it does have the Detroit Assurance Package, which in the very front windshield here, it's got lane assist, we've got lane departure warning, adaptive cruise, collision mitigation, all the safety features that'll come on the Cascadia cab. Side view cameras, you'll notice right here. Got all the chrome package on this particular one. One nice thing about the Super C motorhomes is the capability of exiting on your passenger side and your driver's side. Additionally, of course, you got the center house entrance side, but pulling in, getting in and out of the cab, you got these nice big handles to pull yourself in, take your seat. And then when you're getting out, of course, you still have those handles to help you when you're getting out. You'll notice the additional mirror up here. So this mirror just provides the driver with the capability of seeing if there's any bicyclists or motorcyclists in this area, so they can see below the window there. Okay, as we move down the side here, we've got the first storage compartment. This does have the optional 600D aqua hot system. So the 600D is your furnace and your continuous hot water. So it does have a diesel burner inside of this tank, as well as a single electric element to heat your hot water and to heat the living quarters. Next bay down. So one other thing that's nice about Renegade, they'll do this full pass-through. So if you notice, this goes all the way through to the front, and you'll have just extra longer storage here. Those additional items you see in there, the slide locks, there's a 50-foot air chuck in the box there. It does have some MCD privacy shades. And right up above this will pass through storage here. We've got the outside entertainment. This will pull out and tilt to get the glare off the television. Plus it does have the sound bar with Bluetooth capability. So another feature I wanted to show you is, I paired to this earlier, so let me get back in here. So right now, just to show you on my phone, I've paired to this particular coach. So I have access to the furnace, the HVAC, your hot water heater system, all the lights, slide controls. I'm gonna go in here to my slide outs. Oops, go in here. Let's go to slides. I'm gonna run this front slide out first. So what's nice about this is if you're at a rest stop or you're somewhere where there's vehicles to the left side of you, to the right side of you, you can simply eyeball it and see how close you're getting to an object next to the motorhome. But one other cool feature I wanted to show you is if you look underneath that slide out, you'll notice it does have little party lights. So it has some accent lights underneath. I can simply hit a button here and change colors. Let me go to the actual slide out accent so you can see. You can do some different colors, kind of like little party lights, if you will. And it actually has underneath the entire coach, if you go all the way down and underneath, it does have the ground effects as well. I don't know if you can see that in the daytime, but I'll kind of change some of the colors. But So it has a full light accent package on it as well. I'm gonna run this back in. Let's go back. Retract. All right, while that's going in, something else is new for 2026. This new entrance door, way better than years past. It's nice and sturdy, it's heavy duty. Feels almost like a vault door. It's much more solid. Nice heavy duty screen door. You got pets, they're not gonna do any damage to it from the inside. You got this little acrylic window to keep that all solid. If it's a nice day, have that open, have the screen door open. And then additionally here, you do have up top, put this away. Little privacy screen, it just latches in there. It's simple to operate there. Then we've got the electric steps, of course, keyless entry, twin drive. So you've got 8 tires on the road back here. This is your drive axle. If you're on slippery, wet conditions, you can engage the drive axle here in the back. We do have docking lights, nice bright LED lights for your docking lights. I've got the awnings in the out position right now, so you can notice we've got some nice bright LED lights that run the length of these awnings. And that covers almost the whole size of the coach. Again, we're in a 45 CMR, so about 45 feet. Additional storage here, you'll see some extra boxes in here. So loose tile, does come with the Gen Y hitch here. It's additional, another hitch is gonna be in this box here. These just come shipped to us from Renegade in these extra boxes. The 45 CMR with this DD16 6-speed Allison transmission is rated to tow up to 30,000 pounds. There's additional loose supplies in here, central vac, glad hand assist. These go to your glad hand. So if you do have a trailer with air brake systems on it, come around back here. It's already set up for you. It's also all pre-wired for brake controller. If you got electric brake controller here. The Voyager plug here is if you have a camera inside a trailer, on the exterior of a trailer, you have access to go between the RV's camera and the trailer's camera. Additional right here, we've got a little hitch view. So this has a little camera view, just viewing down on the hitch. When you're backing up your coach to a vehicle, you can see how close you're getting. Additionally, it has your regular backup camera. It's going to be up top. Moving around to the side here, we've got the 50 amp shore power. They all come with the little 50 to 30 dog bone. You can simply run your power out the base here, so it comes out below. Built-in transfer switch with surge protector. 12,500 BTU Onan diesel generator. That'll run everything. This has 3 15,000 BTU air conditioners, plus all the TVs, convection microwave oven, induction cooktop, all the electrical outlets. 12,500 will keep everything powered up if you do any dry camping. The wet bay. So this is your dump station. Very familiar to if you've seen any of our videos on other Renegades, but everything's etched in here. It'll always keep its appearance. Electric gate valves, whole house water filtration system. We've got a little level system here to check on your fresh water, gray water, black water, and your battery systems. You've got a walkout exterior city water hose, plus a hose reel to pull that back in. Exterior shower port be located here. And then when you do dump your gray and your black tanks, come down this way. So this is where the gray and the black tanks are housed. It has 75-gallon black and gray tanks. It's behind these panels here. These are heated tanks. It does have the flow jet macerator system, so it will grind up the solids and pump the wastewater out for you. Moving down the line here, we've got 4 lithium batteries, and those blue inverters you see on the left side of the bay there, those are your inverters. This has 2 3,000 watt inverters with the Victron system. So this has the Victron energy management system, if you will, along with the 4 Dragonfly lithium batteries, and it also comes with solar. Next bay down, we've got chassis batteries, some of the wiring harnesses tied into the chassis, that 50-foot air hose that I showed you earlier in the other bay. You can tap that in right here. This comes off. It's just a simple universal fitting here for your air supply, and you can use that to put air in the tires on the vehicle or other vehicles as well. On the passenger side, this is an easier way to show the air seat. So this does have the air ride seats, so I can raise and lower the passenger and driver's seats. So the passenger seat has the same setup here. These are some lumbar supports. This here allows you to swivel the seat, and it's a manual back and forth seat as well. Right here is a disconnect for the chassis engine batteries. And again, simple in and out, getting in and out of the cab. $120-gallon fuel tank, plus your DEF's right next to it. When you pull into the big truck stops, usually your DEF and your fill and the diesel filler is on the driver's side, but everything's fillable from one side. Let's open this up here and let you get a good look at that engine. So you do have that 600 horsepower Detroit DD16. Being a front engine, you'll see a nice easy access to all the belts and hoses, brakes, the brake calipers, everything's nice and easy to get to service this coach. As we move around to this side, again, simple, easy access to some of the engine components. Your windshield wiper fluid, it's going to be easy to get to there. If you need to close this hood, if it's real windy out and you're working under it, this keeps it tight. So you have to come around here, and there's a little release. I flip that in the up position, and now I can simply push it forward, and it's a soft close hood. All right, let's go on inside and take a look at this floor plan. All right, so again, we're in a 45 CMR. The CMR is a bath and a half floor plan. You'll notice we've got the accent lights here on in the interior. We can change that as well, just like we did the outside. But this is the new Essence White cabinetry. Really a sharp look with the gray countertops and the gray furniture, gray flooring. Really sets it off. Looks very nice. So let me get some, and just to show you how it is to navigate from the cab to the back. I'll switch spots with you here, Jody. So right here at the entrance, this does have, it's kind of a neat little feature, but just want to show this off here. A little coat racks, got 6 of them here. Hang your coats out of the way or anything else. Up top, you'll notice that it does have Starlink. This is the Wi-Fi router. These are some awning controls. Those are the front and the rear awning controls there. And you'll notice too on the cabinetry, it's all soft close cabinetry. All right, so and since we're right here on the Firefly panel, so What I was using on my phone earlier is also right located here on the wall. So I've got access to my, well, first of all, you got the side panel here is your home screen, the lights, generator, thermostat, fan controls, slide outs, and then some diag. But again, I'll just click on lights so you can see interior, front. You have front lighting, rear lighting, exterior lighting. Here's your AGS controls, thermostat, fan controls. It's also where you can raise and lower the TV in the front. And then of course your slide out controls. And then this is going to be where you can actually pair your phone. So really easy to navigate through here. Plan on spending some time with us learning that system. If you were to purchase one of these Renegades from us, we kind of go through that with you and show you how that operates. And then, so slides are still in. You can see I can still access the half bath with no problem. I can still access my refrigerator. I need to get in here and I want to grab a cold drink. No big deal. Very simple. Great layout. Plenty of room. So let's go ahead and run some slides so you can see what that looks like. All right. I'm gonna go out with this front slide here first. So this did come with, so you can see it has the Euro dinette. Next to the Euro dinette, it does have the optional theater seating. This is an all electric coach, just speaking of the refrigerator. So it's a residential refrigerator. So plus we have the induction cooktop. So it's got a convection microwave oven with induction cooktop, no propane again. Remember I mentioned earlier it has a 600D aqua hot system. This also has, so the floor tile, this is all ceramic tile floor. It has electric heat underneath the floor tile as well. Go out in the back. And then of course this also has, if you get a shot up in the very front there, this has the front overhead bunk. So I'll start up there. Let me get these slides out, but it does have a 60 by 80 setup for the front overhead bunk. Three 15,000 BTU air conditioners with heat pumps. You'll have a ceiling fan in the living room area and also above the mini king, they call it, in the bedroom. All right. So starting up front here, I want to bring this down. You can see we've got a nice heavy duty ladder here. I'm just going to set this out of the way first. So we'll pull this forward. And then we can set this up anywhere you'd like, of course. The kids love it. And it does have a little felt protection here so you don't damage the wood when you're setting this up. And I'm just going to pull this forward. All right. So just something to show here. You've got a nice big 60 by 80 mattress, soft pad ceiling. Over on the left side, we've got a little shelf, 110 outlets, USB and C is going to be located in the electrical outlet. We've got day and night shades in the both windows. We've got air conditioning. So in the summertime, you got all these closed off. You got some cool air going up front here. And then additionally, you have a little hidden compartment here. Kids could store all their games or knickknacks, phones, wallets, keys. Just put things out of the way up there. So kind of a neat feature there. And then on the right side over here, we do have, these are your nightshade controls for both windows. And then you have an additional 110 outlet, USB and C outlets. Plus you have a multiplex panel here where you can operate some of the lighting is going to be in this area here. Okay, and then moving down Side here, we've got the, I believe it's 50-inch LED smart television with sound bar. These cabinets have little hidden indentions under these nice little cutouts in the center of these cabs, so you can open them up. You've got these heavy duty hinges, so those cabinet doors will stay open for you when you're loading or unloading. Then you'll notice it already has HDMI cords. These are already wired to the television. So you have 2 HDMI, actually you have 3 of them, excuse me. 3 HDMIs here. Blu-ray players, satellite receivers, game systems, all hooked up to the television here. And then we do have convection microwave oven. Right below it, we've got the induction cooktop. Some electrical outlets. You got 2 nice big receptacles there for all your cooking items, and then everything's flat too, so there's no tiers going up, so it makes everything nice and easy for your workstation area. Tons of counter space here. Stainless steel sink, residential faucet head. And up top here, we'll have some adjustable shelves inside the cabinets. So these are adjustable here. Soft close again on all your cabinet doors. Here's all the owner's manuals it comes with. And I was running the shades up front, but all your MCD, the day shades are manual, and then of course the night shades are going to be on remote. You can use the remote control here if you wanted to raise and lower all of the night shades at one time. You can have it set to do them all at once or individual windows as well. And of course below, there's the subwoofer that's tied into the sound bar above the TV. And then of course you've got some storage right next to it. Some more adjustable shelves here inside this little small cabinet area. And then right next to me is going to be the pantry area. So these are push to release. Nice heavy duty cabinetry, dovetail construction on all your drawers. Got some shallow drawers here up top, some lighter items, a bigger one down below, and then you also have this one here for your pans. And these come out too if you wanted to, you need a larger space, you can pull them out and store them. Little shallow storage up top here. Behind that panel is going to be more your, I believe some of your electrical is going to be all back behind there. And then down below here is your primary fuse panel or breaker panels for the inverters and the house breakers. And we talked about the refrigerator earlier, having access to it. And here's a good look at it. A nice big refrigerator up top. This is your ice maker here. Slide the drawer back. You've got your freezer down below, storage on the right and all the way below. And this little piece here that I'm locking in place just keeps that nice and tight for when you're traveling. The dinette. This dinette does have a little hinge underneath that you can release. So you can push this down and there'll be some additional cushions to make this into a mini bed, if you will. There is storage underneath, and that's where these cushions come. They come shipped to us from Renegade like this, so that becomes your bed cushion. There's one under this one, as well as one here. But obviously you find a new location for these guys and you've got some nice big storage drawers under the booth. And then in the theater seating here, these are electric. If I'm sitting here and I want to operate the theater seats, I can. They're very comfortable, and it actually has an adjustment on the back here. If I wanted to lean that forward, so I have a better visual at the television. So these are actually very comfortable theater seats, the way these are designed. And of course you have this little ledge here that comes in and out, little countertop space. This just pops in place here, like so. You got a place for your cup, for your drink holder, again on both sides. And in the center here, a little flip down, again another hard panel here to put some solid items there. And then up top here we have some good storage. You notice as I'm opening these cabinets overhead, how they stay open. So again, you got these heavy duty hinges, keeping all these cabinet doors open for you when you're loading and unloading these overhead cabinets. Let's put this up and out of the way. Okay, let's move to the back. Also, actually, I want to show this real fast. Let me grab this little piece here. So you do have a little step cover. This just goes in place right here. So if you need a little, I'm 6'2", so I can get up here. But if you need to step in this step well to get to this cabinet, you could put a step stool on top of this here. Gives you a little bit of height clearance to get to this cabinet overhead. And plus Renegade does a nice little etching in there. As you can see, Renegade RV, home is where you park it. Nice little touch there. All right, let's put this back out of the way. And then moving to the back. If that's not enough storage that we've talked about already, I think this might do the trick. So this is huge. I mean, these are, I don't know, a good 2.5 feet back, almost a couple feet wide. And these are adjustable shelves. You do have the hanging rod up top, and again down below, all extra storage here. And then you do have an additional drawer that pulls out here, extra storage, another drawer here. And then this little door opens up, and it's access to the plumbing for the washer and dryer. And lots of space here. So if I'm doing laundry and I'm pulling my clothes out of the dryer, I can simply toss them on the bed. Back here in the back, I've got plenty of room between me and the wall here, so I'm not like right up against something. So I've got lots of room here to work with. And then I kind of showed this briefly earlier, but let's go in here. So we got a little half bath, plenty of leg room. You've got some storage underneath here. You notice a little accent lighting again. All Corian, solid surface countertops, easy to clean. Again, soft close on all your cabinetry. Medicine cabinet up top. There's 2 outlets in here, more than enough for a little small half bath. And you got a place for hanging your bath towel. Let's go up with this. Electric shade, nice heavy duty. These are all padded walls too throughout, so that does help insulate it. Kind of quietens it too in here. And then you have some more storage up top, toiletry items, another adjustable shelf here. And that's a macerator flushing toilet. Additionally in here, I just want to point this out, you have air conditioning. You have this fantastic fan. So this is a nice high-powered fan to pull the air in and out. Additionally, you do have furnace vents down below, kind of left and right of the toilet there, you can see. So in winter camping, you've got some heat in here while this door is closed. As we walk to the back here, I'm just going to close this off to show you. Nice heavy-duty, solid wood panel door to close off the master bedroom to the rest of the house. If we come on back here, Again, plenty of room. We've got opposing slides in here. We call this a mini king size bed. It's 66 by 80. Same thing with the day and the night shades. These are manual day shades, electric night shades. You do have some controls above your head here to operate all your night shades. And you also have a multiplex panel for your generator and your light controls. Up top, we've got another electrical outlet overhead. If you got sleeping machines, anything like that, you want to plug in and have them overhead, you can certainly do that. However, you do still have USB, USB-C, and 110 outlets on both sides of the bed. Plus this little recessed area here. Put keys, wallets, phones, just plug them in and out of the way. Holding tanks. Underneath the bed on a Renegade, let me lift this up here. I like how they're putting those struts on there now so you don't have to put that bar in place. So you can see underneath here, we've got two 75-gallon tanks. This is your fresh water system. So you have 150 gallons of fresh water, easy access to your water pump. You'll notice some of these black lines here. That's off the Aqua Hot system here. So this is your radiator pumping heat inside. If you have the furnace on, pumping heat out on this side of the bed. And of course on that side, it's pushing heat out on both sides. And you do have this clear line, this clear line here is your winterization valve. So if you're winterizing it, getting ready to park it for the winter, you can drain all the water out, hook this into your non-toxic antifreeze, and plumb that through the coach for winterization. In front of the bed, again, this floor plan has tons and tons of storage. So this has, there's two locks like behind this television. Looks like about a 43-inch LED smart TV. So if I open this up, you can see we've got a nice big cedar-lined closet back behind here. We got these nice big pull-out drawers. Keep all your socks and underwear in there, swimsuits, whatever you want to keep in there. Winter clothes, and again, soft close on all the cabinet drawers and doors. And down below here, we have some additional drawers. Here's the, this is going to be for DVD player, game systems. Everything's wired down below here for the television. And then here we have nice big open storage cabinet, if you will. Plus you've got a safe here. Good place to keep your handgun, money, jewelry, all your valuables out of the way. Okay, and as we step to the back master bathroom, excuse me, we do have another nice heavy duty panel door. And close off the master bathroom. A very large shower. We've got the teak seat here. Plenty of elbow room. I'm 6'2". This is bigger than my shower at home. I like the way they do this solid Corian, these little Corian inserts to hold your shampoo and conditioner and soap and whatever shower gel you want to keep in here. Overhead sprayer, Delta faucet overhead. This does have the AquaView shower miser, so you can recirculate the water while you're waiting for it to get hot and not let it just continuously run. So that's what this little panel here is for. And then we do have the porcelain toilet, same as the half bath, macerator flushing toilet, plenty of leg room here. Good storage underneath, good place to hide the toilet paper holder, storage under here, and then these three full extension drawer glides. And then overhead, lots of medicine cabinet storage overhead here. Electrical outlet here. Electrical outlet on the right side and the left side of the sink. Again, solid surface, Corian, makes it easy to clean. And then we do have additional medicine cabinets over here on the right side as well. Okay, let's move up front, close these off. I mentioned a ceiling fan. So you have a ceiling fan for the bedroom. It's got a full length stand-up mirror. If you're getting ready for the day, got a full length mirror here. There's additional electrical outlets below the mirror on this side. There's additional electrical outlet over here on this side. It's not lacking storage. It's not lacking electrical. Something we probably missed here, Jody, but right underneath the bed. That's your central vac. So that's where your hoses go here. Kick this up. You're cleaning up the coach. Sweep everything to here. Okay. Let's go back with that guy. I'm just gonna move some of this out of my way. So you can push this forward. That's not cooperating. I think I'm getting hung up on something back there, but that's okay. I'll just duck underneath here. So now that we're in the cab, first of all, just something to point out. It's got the winged dash, they call it. So everything's facing the driver. Your backup camera, your side view camera is going to be located here. So that way you can focus down below here. Let me turn this down. So this screen here can be set for your GPS, your AM, FM, Sirius XM satellite radio. So let that get booted up here for a minute. While it's doing that, its thing, you notice you've got an adjustable steering wheel, tilt and telescope. On the right side of the steering wheel is the mouse for this. So if I wanted to navigate through here, I can use the mouse on the steering wheel, or I can simply just slide my fingers back and forth on here. So if I go into my gauges, you can see right now, like the first set of gauges, I've got my turbo boost pressure, my coolant temperature, my engine oil pressure, my transmission oil temperature, and then you'll notice you've got gauge 2. If I want to add a gauge, I can simply click on that. I can scroll through here, and let's say I want to see my soot level. Okay, there we go. I've got my soot level here. I want to add another one, my turbo boost pressure. So just different things like that. And if you need to delete something, you simply click on it. Oops, go back in here. There we go. And you just have to hold it down, and it pops it up, and I can remove that. Okay, and then I go back to my home screen. I've got the cab views. There's not a whole lot in there. I think it's got the your regens in there, some different settings. Chassis view. If I'm driving this, I'm probably going to have it on chassis view so I can keep an eye on my PSIs. So there's my tire pressure monitoring system there. You can also scroll through axles, maintenance system, diagnostics, some different features in there as well. Some lights, exterior, interior lighting, and then of course there's your navigation. Probably if it's me, I'm toggling back and forth between navigation, maybe in TPMS as well. So there's some different settings you can have it set to. And then of course the dash cluster over here on the in front of the steering wheel, very easy to read. Just something to point out. So there's your odometer, the speed, the miles per hour below, your compass, your PSIs showing your front and your rear airbags. There's your diesel and DEF, so you can see where all that's at. But additionally, if I wanted to, let's go in here. Oops. Let me turn it on. Okay. So there's some settings. There's some different features you can do in here. So you can set your distance between the front of the vehicle and the vehicle in front of you. So you can scroll that up and down. So you can see where I'm taking that to a closer distance or a further distance. I'm probably going to have it as big a vehicle as this is, the further I want to have somebody in front of me when I'm driving this. Let's go back out of that. Okay. But yeah, so the left mouse here operates everything on the dash cluster here. The right mouse operates everything here. And then your transmission shifter is right here. Again, 6-speed Allison transmission with a DD16, 600 horsepower, Cascadia cab. It's a 3-stage engine brake. So as I'm driving this, one is short, medium, and high. So that's your 3-stage engine brake. And then this turns your transmission on and off. You can go into a manual mode. If you wanted to shift between the speeds, you can manually shift it there. Then down below here, you got your trailer brake. You have your Kurt Spectrum brake controller, which is already built into this model. And then everything's labeled here nicely. Footwell lighting. So if I click this here, it just lights up my footwell lighting here. Utility light, light test. Light test is cool. So if you wanted to, before you hit the road, you just want to make sure all the lights on the outside of the coach are working properly, you can do a light test. Hazard lights, auto traction control, lane departure warning. This turns your regen on and off. And then it does have an override if you're in a situation where the engine's going to shut down, but you need it to keep going. You can override that simply by holding that down there. And then of course, below here, we've got some camera controls. This is your hitch camera. So that goes to your hitch view, which for some reason it's not in that view at the moment. That's okay, we'll keep going here. Suspension dump, rear diff, that's your diff lock. And then of course your lock on your INTR axle is gonna be located here. HVAC for the cab, USB-C outlets, storage, more USB outlets here, plenty of cup holders, swivel seats, air ride seats, air horn, city horn, side view mirrors are all electric and heated. Yeah, we got a gorgeous 2026 Renegade 45 CMR. Watch my head. My name is Grant Russell. Feel free to give me a call. You can reach me at 720-539-4711. Text me, call me, shoot me an email at grussell@transwest.com. And if I can help you on this model, please let me know, or anything else we have in stock, I'm happy to help you with. You guys have a great week. It's Monday. I'm used to doing this on Fridays, so have a good week, and we'll see you next time. I'm out.